Welcome everyone, it's Farmer Cop and
T.
Fantastic. See, the Q works every time.
I know, right?
T. Like
He
Farmer
looks
Cop
at me,
and
looks straight into my eyes. It's like, now it's your turn to say something. Right? One day I'm gonna not know what to say.
Yeah.
It's like, hi.
I'm gonna look over like, and who are you?
I don't know.
But anyhow, guys, as our general intro here goes, thank you guys for coming to the Farmer Cop podcast. Let us know in the comments or message me on either Facebook or Discord. I'm a little behind on Facebook messages. There's a few on there I need to read, but I'm only like a week behind.
Do you get
pretty
Facebook
good.
messages?
Yeah, I get Facebook messages.
Wow,
There's a Farmer Cop Facebook page.
that's awesome.
I don't.
Do you
check
get like
it very
those
well.
minion memes from all your fans?
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty
Minion
funny.
memes from grandma?
Thank goodness. Oh gosh, the podcast is on mainly on. I needed a sip of coffee. That's sir.
A desperate sip.
That's for selling. I need
The
it.
podcast up. Things.
This is a podcast that's on Spotify and mainly YouTube. We talk about different things on here. We talk about farm sim stuff, farm sim stuff, real farming sometimes, and some police stuff sometimes as well. So anyhow,
Farmer Cop just woke up, everybody.
yeah,
So
we're just trying to make it, you know.
it's kind of part of the fun how I'm fully awake,
And I'm
showered,
not at all.
ready for the day, and
Yep.
just like,
Here I am, but stinky, haven't showered yet.
yeah. His energy will continually increase throughout the hour.
Yeah, by the end of the stream, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
But before that, I'm gonna stream at 11 a.m. today. So,
Woo!
yep, it'll be great. It's gonna be great. But then I'll be awake. Don't you worry. Anyhow, weekly sub update. Last time we did this, we were at just over 74,900. Now we're 75,000. Yeah, we were at 74,900, and now we're just over 75,000,700. So that is, that's some good growth.
You
there.
did it!
We did it. We're
You
over
did it.
75,000 subs, which is fantastic.
There's 800 of you people that decided to hop on board to this train.
Yeah, views have actually been going up the last few days. I don't know why, but they have been.
Maybe you just got more entertaining.
No, my guess that's definitely
That's
not.
not-
it. That's
couldn't
not
possibly
it.
be
That could
true.
possibly hit. I think they had to have I wonder if they last time something like this happened was like on FS19 and they released Farming Simulator 19 for free on the PlayStation Store, for PlayStation Plus people.
It could be.
So then a lot of people start looking up tutorials again.
Yeah.
So that could be something like that.
Am I allowed to say the names of other games on this podcast?
Yeah, that's fine.
The Farmer Sim Mafia is not going to get me.
No, you just have to say it sucks.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, yeah. Borderlands 3 sucks. Went free on Epic Games. They're completely unrelated.
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't know how that would be responsible since you don't really shoot insane people on your video gaming videos.
No, I don't.
That's what that game's all about.
Nice.
Anyway, you did 75,000 people.
Yeah,
you did.
that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
Our
How
next
does
milestone is gonna be 100.
how does that make you feel? Does that
Um,
extra 800 just push you over the edge, and now you're just a nervous wreck?
Yeah, no, I just
Like,
can't do it anymore.
can't
I'm
do
like,
it.
oh my god! Oh, I should type something.
Hey, none of that. That's incredible. Do you get like a special notification or?
Yeah,
reward,
YouTube
or-
says, hey, you got 75,000.
Yay!
That was all I got. I got a little.
Oh, really? Do they do that every 1,000?
No, thank God. I'd be so good. It's like, no, gosh,
Stop
darn
it.
I
I
get
don't
you
care.
Yeah. But no, they. I'm sure the next one will be they might do it every 5. I can't remember now. But the next milestone hopefully that we hit will be 100,000.
Yeah.
So
And
we're almost halfway through this year. There's a good chance we'll hit it this year. If not, we'll hit it early next year.
2022, man.
Yeah.
100,000, 100K.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be legit.
That'd be awesome.
Did you release a little 75,000 subscriber special thing?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Didn't do anything.
Forgive me, because I don't actually watch YouTube.
So that's okay. You don't play the farm. You don't play farm sim, so I don't expect you to.
I watched the first one.
Hey, that's what
Let it be
matters.
known.
That's what matters. One of the OG subs.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah. I may not be faithful, but I am original. Well, that's awesome.
That's all I can ask of you, is to be original.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then we got some comments from viewers. You guys are leaving some good comments, which is fantastic.
You guys are.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're least toxic community I've ever seen.
Yeah, we haven't had one actually negative comment about the podcast, which is good because usually like on like other like occasionally it's like it's sad, but it's just it's the state of the world honestly. But it's like people like leave stuff that's just like they'll find out I'm a cop or see my name or whatever like farmer cop on there, and they'll just leave like a really negative like police comment, and it's like okay, it's like this is. I literally just it's this farming simulator. It's like I don't know.
That's such a generic personality too. It's like
I know.
I am the man who hates police.
I am police hater.
Police hater 76.
I feel like Batman's getting ready to go fight him.
Wow. Yeah.
My greatest enemy, police hater.
Oh gosh. But that's.
But yeah, I'm gonna read the first one because I think there's a question. Well, there's maybe a question.
Is there a question for you?
I think it's a question for me, so I'm gonna read the first one. The
I
first
see
comment.
my name somewhere.
You're in there somewhere. I don't know why, but I literally copy and paste
I actually appreciate it. Don't worry, we'll get to it. You guys will know what I'm talking about. I'm seeing something that makes me happy.
Yeah, this is from Nino Lamiro. I said, I'm loving this podcast series. Really good to listen to you guys while I play or even at work. It's a shame that I have to wait till next week to hear another episode. So look at that. So we'll get those like I wish there was more comments.
Mm-hmm.
It says, keep the chill environment, the crazy and silly stories. Fantastic. Well, we will keep the crazy environment or the chill environment. Sorry, not crazy.
Oh, yeah.
We're the opposite of what he said.
Yeah, we'll do all of it.
We'll just do it all.
Crazy calm people.
We're crazy calm.
Crazy calm.
Super calm.
Insanely calm.
There's a question for me that says, Power Cop, this YouTube thing you have kicks off. Will you stop being a cop, or do you love it so much that you'll manage to keep both? I would say that I would try to keep both as long as possible. I mean, even if I was sitting at 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers, I mean, at that point, you can go YouTube full time and still make enough to like be fine. But for me, I enjoy. I mean, there's lots of good full time YouTubers out there like TJ Goham and stuff like that do this for a living. But for me, I mean, I honestly it'd be tough. Part of me would be like, well, am I just, a few bad days away from being like, you know what, I don't have to come to work anymore. Why am I coming to work? But I also at the same time love my job. It's just sometimes if you take like all there's different drama and stress and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends. There's stuff like that that's in police work, obviously. And it's like, but if you boil police work down to the core of its job and what it's all about, it's like, I love it. So I love doing it. So I would love to still be a cop for at least, I think my goal would be to go for at least 20 years. I'm 4 years into that now, so 16 more years would be ideal before I retired from that. But then, yeah, I hope that YouTube is still a thing at that point, because then I would love to do this full time until I could start collecting my police retirement, which would be a little bit longer. So, yeah, I could potentially retire early, but not probably as early as I mean, I could retire probably earlier, but that's when I want to do it.
Yeah.
There's a very long-winded answer to your question there. If that answers that.
Well, I've asked you this before as well, and you've pretty much always given me the answer of like, kind of what you said. If I wake up and I hate cop work, hopefully YouTube is making me enough money.
Yep. Yep. Which thankfully I don't have days like that, so that's good.
Nah.
But
it could be.
It could be. You never know. And I mean, this job changes every day, so it's like you never know. You never know when it'll change for the worse. I'm like, you know what? I don't have to come to work anymore. I'm not going to. So you never know. But as of right now, I'm thankful that I enjoy going to work.
Me too. Thanks for policing our good city.
Yeah.
Or our bad city.
Well, I police the bad in the good city. I police the bad parts of the good city.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go. That should be a really complicated T-shirt. Because then if you have that T-shirt, people would be staring at you, trying to read it and figure out what it said. Like,
that's totally a thing. When people have
think?
T-shirts that are too long and just like staring at us like,
yeah, you're like trying to figure out.
It's like, hang on a second.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
It's not that funny.
Yeah, then you're like,
such a letdown.
Then you're like, I wasted 20 seconds of my life trying to figure out their
And then this person just staring at you, staring at them is like, yeah, he's reading the long shirt.
I know. They win because they know what they're wearing.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh, that's funny. You can read this last part of the comment here.
Oh, what is it?
This is still by Nino.
The third dot?
Yeah, third dot.
Okay,
there.
got it. This is still Nino, right?
Yeah, this is still Nino.
Nino Lamiro?
Miro.
Lamiro.
Miro. A lot of you guys know I studied. I don't know if it's a Spanish name or not, but like I see a name that's spelled that way, and I'm like, that looks like a more Spanish name.
Nino. says, if any of you wins a lottery that sets you guys for life, would you go and get a nice piece of land together and a couple machines as a hobby? Don't worry, FC. T. Hamas. And he's got that in parentheses. T with the Hamas.
The Hamas is in parentheses.
Appreciate it. It's, it's up to your preference.
Right.
Which is what I was saying made me happy. We'll teach you a couple of things. Nope, absolutely not. I'm never helping Farmer Cop with any real life farming ever.
Nice.
Unless he does something. God, what would get me back into farming? At least for a little bit. Maybe for a year. Maybe I'd do it for a year.
Do it for your teachmates.
I'd suffer the consequences.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be the year that I go.
Potatoes.
Oh, the mutant potatoes?
The mutant potatoes. I want to grow those.
You'd be set up for life.
You'd set up for life.
You'd never need another potato again. That'd be kind of fun. I do miss those mutant giant potatoes.
Yeah. That sounds
I would low-key love if for some reason FC decided to open a winery.
Ooh.
I would definitely work with you on that because that sounds really fun.
I don't like wine at all, but I would open a winery still.
Yeah, because there's something about crafting what you grow. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Like all my mutant potatoes, they went off to McDonald's and you guys ate them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't make the fries. Somebody else made the fries.
Yeah.
But if we were to grow the grapes and then
make them into something.
Take off our socks and just, press them.
With our smelly feet.
Yeah. Would you guys want that? Would you guys want some FC foot?
Doesn't that sound so good?
Foot wine. That does sound really fun to me. I like the idea of crafting something. Having an end product at the end.
Yeah, I like that. We could do there's companies that do that. I mean, obviously, in the new farming simulator, you have production facilities now. So you can take what you grow, you can produce it into a final product, and then you can sell it and make more money. Yep, you can make donuts.
Wow.
I mean, there's a mod for it.
Have you done that yet?
No, I want to do it. I'm starting to get set up hopefully on my stream series to do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're a cop. You have to do that.
Right, absolutely.
But yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I potentially, if I got paid enough, yes.
Nice.
Winery. As always, it was a pleasure. Kudos from Portugal across the Atlantic.
So it's the Portuguese name.
Portuguese.
Portugalian.
Portugal.
That reminds me.
Portugal. He's from Portugal.
That we were on a stream and we had people from. This just reminds me of this out of the blue. Like we were on a stream and we had people from all over. We have people from all over the world that watch, and I don't even know how we got on the subject, but it ended up being like people were like, "Oh, I'm from Ireland," and I'm like, "Oh, you're Irish," and they're like, "Oh, I'm from Scotland." "Oh, you're Scottish," and they like all these other countries.
Yeah.
And then I know those two countries right next to each other, but I don't know why those are the two examples I chose, but. People from all over the place, and then it became like kind of like a joke. I'd be like, "Oh, what ish are you from?"
Ish,
yeah, because it just you always put like, "Oh, you're Irish" at the end, or whatever the country is.
What issue?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, what ish are you from?"
We
talked about making T-shirts. I should still make them. What ish are you from? But
I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Easy Clap is what the comment said. Absolutely loving this podcast. I usually listen to it while I'm harvesting some fields. It sure passes the time, and I get a good laugh. Although there is one thing that I hated, it's the fact that it's only 1 hour. I have to wait a whole week for the next one. Well, thank you, Easy Clap.
People keep asking for more than once a week.
I know. I don't know if that's sustainable for us.
Probably not.
Not with if I work day shift, that would be more sustainable. But right now, since these early mornings slowly murder me.
Oh yeah.
So it's I can't handle the. Now, to be fair, I actually this week, it's only difficult on weeks where it's we don't get to record the week before, and we have to try to push 2 into 1 week.
Right, because this is coming out in 2 days.
Yeah, this is coming out in 2 days. So, but this week, if we record Thursday, it won't matter as much. That's in the middle of my weekend, so I'm able to go to bed early the night before. So it's okay, I can get up early, because that's all fine. But it's so in general, it doesn't actually do that much. But the weeks that we record twice sometimes kills me a little bit.
Maybe we could just do a marathon day.
Just record the next 6 weeks of it.
Yeah, or to what's his name's point again? Easy Claps. He hates this 1 hour and he has to wait a week. Maybe we just give him a 6-hour episode.
6-hour episode? Once a month?
Just go horse.
Just go horse.
That's funny.
Topic is
what not to put on cereal.
Not to put on cereal. You can get your DeHorst cologne in stores now.
DeHorst cologne. Don't forget.
Oh,
Along
gosh.
with your plunger.
Yes, it's your
Release the classy box. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Raccoon
Raccoon Peddler. Oh, it's the Raccoon guy. Gosh, you guys are very commenty. Although I do appreciate that I recognize your names.
Yeah.
Because eventually this is going to turn into me. There's going to be a one-sided relationship where I feel like I'm allowed to make puns, I guess. I mean, I already did that with Raccoon Peddler.
Yep.
Just so you know, my house has a no soliciting sign, so I can't buy any raccoons from you. You're not allowed. He says, "No, I don't pet raccoons, officer, I swear." Looks around nervously, laughing cry. But
That's the emoji.
Yeah. He said that. He gets whatever he gets. Don't correct me.
I don't even know it's an emoji.
They have to be subjected to my
types out laughing cry. They're like, who types
I would
that out?
appreciate that if you guys did that. But seriously, it used to be my game tag on Xbox 360 because as an edgy teen, oh, you were an edgy teen? Hey, me too. I thought being a shady raccoon sounded cool, so it should have been peddler raccoon or something. But now I'm 31 and my English is a little better, so I know what it actually means. Oh, I gotcha. And I don't particularly like it, but I've failed to find something to replace it. That is so true. I've been stuck with the same gamer tag.
Yeah, you do have the same one. I know exactly what it is. I won't say it, but I know exactly what it is.
Mine has probably aged better than most because it doesn't actually mean anything.
Right. Yeah,
It's just a string of letters that represents things.
Yeah, every time I see it, it cracks me up. I'm like, 'cause I remember when I first saw it, like, you're like, oh, I'm this person. I'm like, well,
What is that? Why?
Yeah. But, and I've changed all mine to, if I'm playing Farming Simulator, it's Farmer Cop, and if I'm playing any other game, it's Gamer Cop. I've changed my name to everything.
Well, you took on the hard process of actually changing your gamer name.
Yeah.
It's more difficult than changing your legal name. There's so many platforms you have to go to.
I had to write a letter to my senator.
I know. I'm no longer known as, I don't know, I'm gonna come up with a gamer tag that used to be. Criminal
Catcher 456. I don't know.
Have you always wanted to be a cop?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I can see myself doing something like that.
All right. Edgy Cop 52.
Edgy Cop 52. That's it. Moment of silence for Edgy Cop.
For Edgy Cop. Goodbye, Edgy Cop 52.
Goodbye, Edgy Cop 52. Our next comment here by Trevor Herning says, comment about bushels, and then... Oh, so he made a comment about bushels, about what they mean.
Oh, that was a note to you.
Yeah, that was a note to me, sorry. But I read it as a comment. I forgot I made a note.
Comment about bushels, and then...
I was like, why did he say that? But I was like, no, I wrote that. Because he made a comment about bushels, but we'd already talked about bushels. And then he made a comment below that said, and I work in a family farm and have since a young boy. Recently, I've finally gotten around to purchasing Farming Simulator. And yes, the confusion with liters to bushels was very confusing. Laughing, crying emoji. I had no... Then I demonstrated it.
He looked me dead in the eye. He had a very particular glare in his eyes when he said that. Laughing, crying emoji.
Yeah, that's you say it like this. Then he continues, I had no idea what a liter of wheat was. Still don't quite understand that because I'm used to using bushels as a measurement.
That is a very peculiar...
Yeah.
I've got 13 liters of wheat.
Would you like to buy my 13? I'll give you 10 liters of barley for your 13 liters of wheat.
It is... Yeah, I don't get it.
And then I got to read the next one because it'll make more sense if I read it.
All right.
Actually, I gotta do the next two. Then you get the rest, which is one more.
I get the rest. Got it.
Darren Dole made a comment. Darren Dole is a long-time member of the channel and long-time subscriber. Has been around the channel for a long time. And he always gives me crap about things. That's what he's there for.
Oh, does he?
So he says, we were talking about, it's the dispatch episode. We're talking about Dispatch Debbie.
Oh, Dispatch Debbie?
And how she just ignores us on the radio sometimes. And he goes, so this episode is about Dispatch ignoring you and you messing with them. Weirdly familiar. So the joke is that I always ignore Darren Dole in the YouTube chat because like a lot of those streams, like I'll like try to read the chat fairly regularly, and for whatever reason I always miss Darren Dole's comments. And so
are they important?
I mean, he has stuff to say that's usually helpful. So it's like, yeah, it's like, it's fair to read him, but it's just funny. But, and then Bank Sinatra gave a police question. That's why I figured I'd read this one. Great. So yeah, definitely ask police questions. You guys have them. And Banks had a good one. It says, can you explain entrapment and give examples of it? And
Entrapment.
Yeah, it's like what entrapment, police entrapment be. And I have some examples here that will kind of like, one is an example of what entrapment would be, and one would be an example of what it's not.
This is an actual terminology.
Yep, actual term. So police aren't allowed to entrap people into committing a crime. They're not allowed to entrap you
into committing a crime.
Into committing a crime. But so here's an example. A lot of people the biggest like thing I've heard people say, oh, that's entrapment, but it has nothing. It's not entrapment at all. Is they're like, I saw a cop car parked on the side of the road with their lights out. They were hidden, looking for like traffic violations. I'm like, yeah, that's not entrapment. They're not the point of entrapment. I can't really give you a good definition, but I'll give you some examples here. Entrapment is a police officer under the guise of being a police officer trying to convince you to commit a crime. And what I mean by that is, here's an example of what that would be. Let's say I'm in a uniform, or I identify myself as a police officer. So the person I'm talking to knows I'm a police officer.
Yes.
And let's say I try to sell them some sort of illegal substance, such as drugs, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell them like, no, you're not going to get in trouble. You're fine. Like try to give the guys that I'm a crooked police officer or whatever the case may be. And then they buy the drugs from me and I'm like, oh, you're under arrest. That's entrapment. Can't do that. But what you are allowed to do is be undercover as a police officer and try to sell drugs if you are not trying to come off as a police officer, like they don't know you're a police officer. That's not entrapment. So that's like the main example. You look very confused. Do you have further questions?
I don't.
Here's another example. Let's say I'm in a police car on a roadway and I pull up next to a stoplight next to someone driving any car, it can be any car, but let's say they're driving a nice sports car or whatever. I roll down windows like, hey, you want to race? And I'm on duty in uniform in a marked patrol car. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, and they're like, well, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm like, oh, you're not going to get in trouble. And then we do race, and then I pull them over and arrest them for street racing, which is a crime. It's like, well, that would be entrapment. You can't do that.
Yeah. What if you just revved your engine?
That'd probably not be a good idea. That would be entrapment.
Blurring
but
the line.
That's blurring the lines where it's like, okay, how do you feel about that sleeping at night? Really, is what it comes down to.
That's fair.
But
okay, that's interesting.
So yeah, entrapment is if that makes sense. If you have more questions, definitely let me know, Banks. But yeah, that's kind of entrapment. So it's okay for like obviously undercover cops to go out and police are actually exempt from are allowed to do certain things to catch criminals, such as like cops can go undercover and there's actually laws that allow police if they're undercover. Now, I don't know a single agency that does this anymore. I could be wrong. There could be some that do this, but some agencies will allow you to like drink or do drugs on duty in order to go infiltrate organizations or to do stuff like that. Yeah. I would never ever want to do that. And every time, a lot of agencies that do have stuff like that, like once you get back, even if they're like, we know you're not addicted, but you're mandated to go to mandate you go to like rehab, like they'll pay you to go to rehab because like we just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So like sometimes they'll do stuff like
That's
that.
Crazy.
Like if you do stuff, but like there's cops out there that are not. It's not very common, and I don't think it really happens as much as a regular practice, but. There'll be cops out there that go do stuff like that because they're trying to infiltrate organizations.
Yeah, because like however deep you are, at some point, like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
if you're doing that kind of.
Now, obviously, if you have police that are
like, it's gonna come up. It's like, oh, do you want something?
Right. Now, if you have police that try to infiltrate like crime organizations that engage in like violent activities, obviously the undercover officer can't engage in the violent activities. Right. They can't commit crimes of violence against other people. But if it's something like that where it's more like, okay, they're really just kind of harming themselves, even though it's still technically illegal, if they're doing it to try to get further and to make, more progress on an investigation that's going to potentially help in the long run, then that could be allowed. But
yeah. So
and it's a thing that
a cop trying to infiltrate a group of farmers doing harvest for 18 hours a day. Would you need to go back? Would you need to go to rehab for that?
Probably.
It's not.
I definitely
but
would.
It's subjecting yourself to harm.
I definitely would. They'd be like, we got to send him somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd be just on a harvester. I'd be just on an endorphin high. I'm like, I'm just this.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. I want to
to be a farmer forever. No, you can't do that.
You gotta go back to work on the road.
Oh my gosh. They turned you to the farming side.
But yeah. So hopefully, Banks, hopefully that answers your question. But that's kind of like, if that makes sense. That's basically what entrapment is. And we don't even really cover that in the academy or anything like that. It's not really, I don't really, if you're just out like doing like normal things as a police officer, you're never going to entrap someone. If you have like any level of ethics, you don't have to worry about entrapping people.
And if any police officer is like, hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other cases. Like,
well, if like some police officer said, oh no, you're allowed to like, you're allowed to do this. And then they like write you a ticket for doing that. It's like, well, you should definitely fight that ticket because they can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and it's actually just thinking about like, police are, and this is not a popular opinion in today's world, that police are exempt from some of the rules, but it's not that they have to justify their actions, if that makes sense. Like police don't get to just break the rules for fun. They have to justify it. It's like, most common example is like traffic laws. Police are exempt from traffic laws while they're on duty.
Yeah.
Because, well, one, we have to run license sirens to calls, and we have to violate traffic law to do that because normal people can't do that. Two, if we are like trying to catch up to a speeder, we're allowed to speed to catch up to the speeder. If I'm going one direction at 55 miles an hour and another person's speeding going 65 miles an hour the other direction, and I want to catch up to them, I'm going to have to exceed 65 miles per hour to catch that car. It's like, that's just how it is going to work. That's just science for you right there.
Science.
But that's the most common example. But like other stuff where like police are, like, here's another common example. Like, obviously we're allowed to possess illegal things temporarily. Yeah. Such as stuff that we confiscate.
Right.
It's not like we confiscate drugs and now, oh gosh, now we're in possession.
Oh no.
It's like, obviously that wouldn't make any sense.
Somebody else needs to confiscate these and arrest me. It's like,
and then wait, no, it's just a chain.
Confiscated them.
So yeah, obviously police are allowed to possess illegal things temporarily. And then these exemptions don't work if you're not working. It's like when police are off duty, it's like we're subject to all the same laws as everyone else, which is a good thing. It's like how it should be.
Yes.
But it's like it's important to have like exemptions while we're working to be able to do our jobs better. But yeah, so that's
just pretty common. Pretty understandable.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But anyhow, there you go. I'll let you read this one. This has got some emojis in it.
Skyview Ireland. Ah ha 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 ha. I knew you were gonna read that. He laughs. He says, ah, and says, loved hearing Thomas say my YouTube name in a very questionable Irish accent.
Oh, you're welcome.
Laughing, crying emoji. The momentum is building excellently, guys. You've got a loyal customer here, i.e. thumbs up emoji. You're welcome, Skyview Ireland. Also, what is Skyview Ireland? Is that a thing, or is that just your name? Skyview. It sounds like the futuristic company is going to take over the world.
Skyview Ireland.
But the Ireland branch.
The Ireland branch.
Welcome to Skyview Ireland. Your information's all ours now. Have a good day. So Skyview Ireland is the entity that will be taking over our existence. Great, you're welcome. I'm glad you liked my little accent thing. I'm not Irish, in case you didn't know. I was trying to fool you.
You were trying to fool us?
He saw me.
I was fooled.
He saw my charade.
He saw your charade.
Thanks for the compliment, too. I think we have a good pace going, too, as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We're pretty friendly with each other.
Yeah.
Me and Farmer Cop, we go back at least a year.
At least a year.
At least a year. At least a year.
When did you first come to this city?
This city?
Yeah.
We built this. I'm not allowed to sing that, am I? It's copyright strike.
Well, I don't think that YouTube's gonna be able to notice that.
I sang it so perfectly.
Yeah, so I don't think they can.
The algorithm's like, hang on, whoa,
hold the phone here.
I've been in the city since 2015.
Okay, same year as me then.
Yeah,
you're probably better on that time then.
Yeah, I didn't know you in 2015.
Right.
We met 2016.
2016? Year after that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a while. Oh, my phone's on.
Yeah. See, like I said, at least a year. My comment does not change.
Well, yeah.
It's been at least a year, Farmer Cop.
Oh, yes, it has been at least a year.
It's been at least 1 hour.
We've known each other for at least this podcast. What else we got? It's Sponsored. Oh, Farm Sim stuff. I'll talk a little bit about some Farm Sim stuff.
The thing that your channel exists for.
Yeah, Farm Sim. The thing that your channel exists for. No early mods. Actually, quite a few this since we last were on here. The TLX 48-foot tanker came out.
The TLX 48-foot tanker.
Wow, that was some good fake excitement there.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Can you imagine how much poo you can fit in there?
I don't even know if you can. I'm sure it does slurry. But it's a very good trailer. It hauls.
Oh, it looks like it hauls gasoline or something.
You can haul anything in it.
Anything?
Yep.
People?
Not people. No. I guess any liquid.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Should say the opposite. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it's a multi-product tank, so it can hold anything.
I am very excited for this.
Fantastic. It holds 67,000 liters.
Exactly what I needed. I'm gonna finally play Farming Sim
Because of the TLX.
because I want that.
Do you hear that, 82 Studio?
It's gonna
finally
happen.
got T to play.
I know.
That's the person that made
It only took the TLX 48-foot tanker.
Darn it. Knew that it was that you
Should have
needed.
known that was the keystone to
Should've known that was
everybody's desires.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
What else happened, Farmer Cop?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Are you scared of saying anything?
Oh, no. I'm not scared. I anticipate more comments.
Never
Oh, this
scared.
thing's pretty cool. It's a trailer of beehives that you can move around. And they
That sounds
produce
like
honey.
a nightmare.
I know, just looking at you. Oh,
All right, Garfield, you get to ride in the beehive trailer.
It's a kid's ride.
That it is the kids ride.
But it produces honey. which
Perfect.
is
You want to
great.
see how honey's made? Get in.
Get in between the combs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you get in between the homes, you can get some raw, unfiltered honey.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Scrape it up. Honey's really delicious. So, does this produces honey? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, produces honey.
Which is
you can produce
already
honey
thing that
before-
you can do, right? You can
Right.
do beehive stuff in farming.
But what I like about this is you can move it. And this is why this is important. Certain crop types, if you have a beehive within their radius, will have a higher yield.
a higher yield of honey.
No, higher yield of crop. 'Cause the bees will pollinate and help it.
Okay.
So I think it's, I want to say potatoes, canola. There's 4 crops. I can't remember all of them, but potatoes and canola, I'm pretty sure, and there's 2 others. I can't remember. I don't do a
Wait,
ton
only
of
3 plants benefit from having bees?
4 of them.
Only 4?
Only 4 have like a yield bonus. It's like 2.5% yield bonus, but it's
I
decent.
feel like it should be all plants.
I mean, you would
You
think
know?
that. At least maybe less on some. Like if they really want those plants to be highlighted, like make those ones like 2 or 3%. Then make the other ones like 1 or 2.
Maybe it's because those plants are classically made for making honey. Used for making honey.
That could be it too. But no, so I like it's cool because then it's like, oh, okay, you can move your bees around to where you need them on a field to get that yield bonus.
Yeah.
And they'll still make honey, so they'll still produce honey for you, which you can use to make cereal or actually I have my production sheet.
Your production this thing?
Nope, it should be a singular.
Is it this?
Nope,
It's not that one?
not that one.
How about this one?
It's definitely over there. It's at the. I don't know.
This one?
Nope, there it is. I see it.
Oh,
It's that
We have-
laminated piece down there.
this. Okay.
Yep, that's the one.
We have, it's your
This is
cream
these
cheese
are my.
breakfast bar.
These are. Have you ever played Ark? You played Ark. Of course
Yeah.
you played Ark.
Yeah, of
These
course
are
I
my
have.
cheat sheets that I made for Ark.
Oh, they're very pretty.
Thank you.
Is that because you couldn't remember anything?
It was just helpful instead of like looking it up on like the Ark wiki every time. I could just be like, oh,
That
I
is
just need a
fair,
quick.
that is
I just
fair.
need a quick cheat sheet.
I said
so-
that without remembering how complicated Minecraft can be.
Yeah.
It's like, if I was
mean-
a true fan, I'd
you mean
know
Ark or-
everything. Well, Minecraft is similar.
Oh yeah. As far as like
because
crafting and stuff.
crafting is.
Do you remember when they
ridiculous.
didn't have like the crafting? Like you could have the thing help you. Have you played it recently? Where they have the thing you can have do all the recipes.
I'll be honest, my laptop does not play Ark very well.
Okay.
It's like spouting.
Whoa, we're talking
flames.
Ark now or Minecraft?
Ark.
Ark.
Is
Have you
Minecraft
done-
got a thing now?
Minecraft's got a thing where if you.
It's got the helpful thing now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the recipe
Yeah.
booklet.
Do you remember, I remember the OG Minecraft didn't have that.
No,
So
no,
you just
you had
had
to
to like
figure it
You
out.
had to figure it out.
Figure it out.
You're like, oh my gosh! Like I don't know how to make this thing.
You just like mix things up. It's like there's got to be something I can do with the
Yeah.
dirt and hay bale.
You got a 3x3 square. You're trying to put a bunch of stuff
I
in,
know.
trying to see what you can make. Oh, until you get frustrated and you Google it. But yeah, I remember that. But yeah, no, Ark is complicated as well. But at least
Okay.
Ark does have the thing to help you. But no, production. So honey, what can you do with honey here?
What can you do with honey?
I'm pretty sure I probably named Yeah, you can just use it for cereal. Okay, you can use and you can sell it just as honey. But yeah,
You
just
can
use
make
it for
cereal out of it, and you can just sell it.
Yep. Yep, you can use it to make cereal along with corn, raisins, and oats to make cereal.
Checks out.
Yep.
All the granola.
But,
All the crunchy people like honey.
no. People. Oh gosh. And then we have what else do we have here? What is with? I don't know. See what this one is. Oh, this livestock trailer is kind of cool because it holds a lot of animals.
The Wilson Silver Star livestock trailer has a chrome finish to it, and can hold. Oh,
yeah, there's a lot of animals there.
that
They're packed.
man, they've really got those Tetris in there.
Oh yeah. You'd never be able to get everything to stay still in there.
Perfectly in a row. I really. For those of you that are not browsing the update sheet with us, the livestock is
Well, and that's actually due.
It's like,
well, we should do it for this part of the podcast since some people will watch it live.
you screen
Let's just
cap?
yeah, let me just do this.
yo, we're gonna screen cap
We'll
right
just do
now.
that, yeah. So we'll just put the screen up for now. So the first thing we'll look at the other couple things real quick. So first thing we looked
I want to
at.
show them the.
Well, you got to show them the TLX.
Yeah, that's
It's the best trailer ever come out
you
with.
gotta see the TLX.
So the first thing we talked about was the TLX.
Yo, the TLX 48-foot tanker trailer. Woo!
How much longer do we have? I need more coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What do you mean? Just get hyped for the TLX 48-foot tanker trailer.
There's the first thing we talked about.
Okay. This is helpful. Wow, why didn't we think of this the
I
first
don't know,
time?
but I was like, wait a second, because I'm thinking like podcast audio, which I mean this is true. Some people are not gonna be able to see it, but if you're watching on YouTube, you can at least see the screen now. Okay. Oh yeah,
We did that. There was the honey trailer.
Yeah. Then we have the honey trailer here, beehive trailer.
Fun time park ride.
Yep. Ride in it, get stung,
Yep.
and learn what it's like to be a bee on the honey trailer ride.
Perfect attraction.
The perfect attraction. And then
Bring your family.
we're on the Wilson.
Yes,
Silver
the
Star.
chrome finish.
So here's
Livestock. This is what I'm talking about. Look how perfectly they're arranged.
the pig.
It's like you implanted mind control chips in them. It's like, we will march. Look, the sheep's even like, they're all at perfect 90 degrees, just staring forward. You imagine how creepy that would be if you saw that in real life?
Oh yeah, you'd be
It's like every lamb is perfectly sedated and just staring straight forward. The chickens is hilarious though.
I didn't even see that. You would never get chickens to stand like that.
Not a stinking chance.
You can lock their feet.
Also, why are there so many roosters to chickens?
Question.
That's the least productive farm ever.
We have one. So each row has 8 chickens in it, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 8 roosters, and the back row has 3 hens and 4 roosters.
Wow, that's great.
That is crazy. So yeah, this thing will hold 36 cows, 50 sheep, 50
Exactly.
pigs, 416 chickens, or 12 horses.
Or 12 horses.
So the other thing too is like obviously a trailer like this you probably wouldn't haul horses in real life, but in the game it's nice to have it modded in so you can haul horses. So you can haul 12 at a time. I think that's our biggest horse trailer officially in game. I think that's why this
one?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I think it's our biggest.
For all your
horse trailer.
horses that you can just upgrade to sell for profit.
Yeah, and this is for all platforms. Actually, I am curious about. I'm pretty sure all platforms. The TLX I know is for all platforms, so I have to look at that. But-
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And then this is something that's kind of unique that happened as well. So there's the seeds add-on. So normally in Farming Simulator, if you needed to grow something, you just buy generic seeds, and they would be any crop you needed them to be. Like you just hit a select button on your seeder to change what crop you wanted to plant.
Wait, you just buy seeds and it's a generic seed for what?
For everything. And the reason being,
This is just magical seeds?
yeah, they're magic seeds. And the
Like,
reason being,
wave my wand. You are now.
exactly. Well, they didn't want to make it too complicated, but for you players out there that want to play realistically, and now this is for all platforms, which I don't think it was in Farming Simulator 19, so I think that's a big deal. This one adds different seed types for each of the crops. So you have to buy corn seeds or wheat seeds or whatever it is. So
That is just
all the different seed types.
wow.
But yeah.
I had no idea that it was
Yeah, it's generic.
that dispensing of reality.
Yep.
You're just like, wave your wand, it's like, oh, it's a new seed.
Well, I mean, that's the difference between.
I mean, that makes it more fun.
Yeah,
Maybe I haven't played it. Maybe I would enjoy the actual seed type.
Well, and that's what I love about the mod, because some people would like want to play more realistic. Like, yeah, I want to buy seeds for what I'm growing, and then
realists.
Yeah,
those who are jealous for the real farmers. Like, oh, I've got my stupid 6-figure office job. All I want to do is stress about farming. Cozy life. That's garbage. I want to worry about making ends meet. This is for you guys, you realists out there. You hardcore
out there. You hardcore. But yeah, adds barley, canola, cotton, grass.
Are we still screen capping?
Oh yeah.
Those are the tidiest looking seed bags I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's like premium. I don't know.
They're probably $1,000 a piece in game.
Oh gosh. Yeah, but like on the actual farm, those just come in generic white bags. Like that's
There's
like
no branding on them or anything?
Huh?
There's no branding on them usually?
I mean, you know what you're getting when you buy them.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You're like, how am I supposed to tell what's in here?
Of the 15 semi-loads, I wonder which one is corn. I mean, you have to plant them at all different times too, so you're never really
true.
You don't typically have too many different varieties at the same time.
I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, those are very nice bags.
Yeah.
That's like the nicest. This is luxury farming right here.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then there's also what I like about this is they had some additional features that they wanted that they couldn't add to consoles, so they made in a separate mod. So this added different types of seed freezer crops. Let's see what the additional features here. Added seed change not allowed. So now you can't buy generic seeds and change it.
Oh, you can't.
So
buy
it disabled that.
seeds.
Yeah. So in the other one, if you wanted to, you still could buy the generic seeds. And that's for like console players. So they can't, because you can't do stuff to consoles for mods that change the game script. But for PC mods, you can change the game script to disable things and allow things to happen.
Right. That's like
Yeah. Just like
admin commands.
Computer programming. Yeah, exactly. What I just said. Nothing? Okay, good. And then fix the unloading of the seeds with the same seeds loaded in the sewing machine. I don't know necessarily what that means. Fix the unloading of the seeds with the same seeds.
Fix the unloading of the
loaded
seeds with
the I'm sure that makes sense if I would read it slower.
Yeah, if you had experienced the problem, this is probably a huge relief for you.
Yeah, they got the same screenshots as the other thing. So anyway.
Nice. Fantastic. Okay. Looks good.
Great mod. Added realism. Fantastic. What else we got?
What is that engine cache? Cache engine.
Where?
Repair and paint settings.
Oh, that's an update.
Oh, okay.
Not a new mod, but
that's not. Yeah. It's nothing.
Nothing new there.
Nothing too
that's so
exciting.
Old.
That's old hat. Nobody cares about painting or repairs anymore.
There's a pack of decorative buildings.
The liquid manure shop. It's just got a pit with a hose coming out of it.
Yep. That's what it is.
The pit of despair.
The pit of despair. Yeah, you can buy manure from there. Look
why is it next to the house?
That sounds like they're
kind of suspicious.
Don't you worry about what they're doing on their farm?
Really close to the house.
They did place it literally right next to their front porch.
We all know where that's coming from. My personal manure supply. Premium. I only eat the most fashionable things.
Oh gosh, that's so gross. Oh man.
Yeah, that's disgusting. There's my poo.
There's your poo reference for the podcast.
The daily poo. Or the weekly poo.
The weekly poo. Oh, and
what is this? A cage?
For chickens.
Oh no, it's a police entrapment cage.
You can haul 8 chickens in this thing.
They're perfectly organized.
I know, perfectly. They're chained down, perfectly organized.
It's like, maybe that's another spell that farmers are able to cast on things. Like, you will become an inanimate object. And they're just perfectly stiff.
Oh, that's fantastic. But yeah, those look great. You can haul chickens around, which I think is fantastic.
It's hobby farmer.
Yeah.
Hobby farmers.
Here's a little cattle trailer here.
A little one? Was that like 3?
2.
Only 2. That is
4 pigs, 2 cows, 4 sheep.
They didn't
show. I wanted
to actually show them loading onto the.
No, they just appear in there. They're in there, perfectly organized.
Great. That's the way I love to farm.
That's the way real life is, right?
Perfect.
What is
okay,
this?
Great. MMS Ag.
Those are weights. I don't care about them.
I don't care.
Ooh.
Is that just a brand of weights?
Yeah.
How much of this game is literally just decking out your stuff with the right fashion? Like, you just want it to look the way you want it to.
So that's pretty big.
That's a
like,
pretty big
here's
deal.
here's a perfect example. This is by Yas Modding, which is a good friend of the channel. Balers with
Hey,
more
Yas.
wrap colors. So you can wrap, like, silage bales, right? Grass silage bales.
Is that a red bale?
It's a red silage bale. It's wrapped with red. See, this one's wrapped with pink. So you can choose what color you want your bale to wrap. Whereas before, you see these first 4 colors?
Yeah.
Those are, or maybe the first 5. Those are your only color options available. But now you have all these colors available. So you can choose your wrap color.
I like that.
Here you got all sorts
Those
of
are
different colors.
very neon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are good screenshots you have on there. I like those.
Fun.
Yeah, but Yas Modding, I ordered some mugs with his little logo on them, so I'm excited. But Yas has a lot of mods. Let's go to it just takes us to his Facebook page. Which is awesome.
Page.
But yeah, Yas Modding is fantastic. So keep up the good work, Yas. I'm gonna have to cut that part out of my stream though.
Yes.
I have to write a note though.
Because
it was my show my real Facebook profile.
You're logged in?
Oh yeah.
Oh no. You need to have a completely, I don't know, just grid cut off computer.
I know. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, so I'll have to cut that out. I looked
Don't
up.
mix work with life.
I'm sorry.
Farmer Cop.
I'm sorry, but
We don't want to see your personal stuff.
But you can't. So Facebook has a rule. At least it was when I started my Facebook page. You're allowed to start like a Facebook page using your personal Facebook account. That has like, it's like I have my Farmer Cop Facebook page, but I had to start it with my personal account.
What?
You can't start an account just for your page. Because you can't, like, I can't make a Facebook account under Farmer Cop.
Yeah.
Because it's not a real name, so they won't let you do it.
Weird.
It has to be your real name. So
Weird.
Facebook's peculiar about that. Now, of course, I could have made up John Smith. And
John Smith.
made an account. But
Oh, John.
Oh, Johnny boy.
Anyhow,
sorry.
Yeah, me and John, we go back at least a year.
Nice. Nice. Me and Johnny boy.
Johnny boy. They put some trees in, fast filling tanks. There's a lot of sort of quality of life stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or just variation of life.
Yeah. Cheap olive and grapes.
Difference of life.
So this lowers the prices for them? Yeah.
Cheap olive and grape?
Yeah.
Is that because you're farming in Italy? It's more plentiful there?
Potentially, yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Are there Italian farms?
There's definitely on an American farm on this one. But, there are. There's actually there's a French map in the base game.
Oh, oui.
Which I apologize for our French people.
I'm very offensive to everybody. I guess so.
He doesn't mean it in an offensive way, but it's funny.
I mean, take it whatever way you want.
What is this one? I don't read this one.
I can't control that. What is this? What'd you click on? I feel like you're just on a roll. You're just going.
There's so many good
You're
things
just
out here.
actually just browsing the new mods.
Yeah, I haven't read any of them. I've been too busy this week to read it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know they came up with.
Oh wow!
But this one allows you to.
This is a hot take. Is that what they're saying now?
Yeah, this allows you to create your own production recipe
For what?
in game,
Oh, so you could make things more complicated,
or less, or however you want it to be. I guess.
dude.
This is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to play with that one a little bit.
Yo.
Oh, this is just a script. Script 1 does not change productions.
People definitely have to watch this part because there's little explanation as to what's.
Yeah, there's no. What is this?
The
thing?
Big Bud 747. Didn't we see that last one?
That's a modified version. Oh my goodness! What is this thing? What?
What is it?
The Caffini Drift Stopper Evo.
That is the coolest name ever.
It's a sprayer.
That
sprays. It's designed to spray over the stuff like that.
2000.
That's why Pepe 978. Of course.
It sprays on grapes.
Yeah. Let's watch this.
Nick O.
All right. Yep. That does look pretty.
The
cool.
cinematography is great. Recovery sprayers.
Hopefully, FSI modding and Pepe 978 don't care that I'm showing their video. I don't think they will.
How dare you give us free publicity?
But look at this thing.
Wow.
Let's get out to using this baby.
That
Look at that.
that guy.
Crazy. Look how cool that is.
That is really cool.
So speaking of Italian mods, Pepe 978, I believe he's a Giants ambassador, which is just like a fancy thing for like people doing stuff for the game. And he's the ambassador for Italy.
What is it doing? Is it just... Oh, it just auto straightens.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the coolest orchard spray I've ever seen.
That is really nice. Is that an actual thing? It's gotta be. This is an actual thing, right?
That's gotta be an
It's
actual
always
thing.
an actual thing. That's what? It just
That's
straightens out.
perfect.
Ah, okay. Wow, this looks.
That thing's pretty cool. If you guys aren't saying, it's just a little like sprayer. Like for you guys watching that, has like a spraying unit in the middle, and then it has two kind of arms that come out above over the side, and then two side panels on each side that go around two different rows of grapes at the same time, or olives for that matter.
Yeah, that's perfect. What does it typically look like for grapes?
Well,
Like, what's the different sprayers for that?
they had the base game sprayer is just like a little sprayer that is just narrow, and it sprays. It still does two at a time, basically.
But it just sprays out.
It just sprays out.
It doesn't have the like comb effect.
Yeah,
like
which that thing is pretty cool.
Caffini is a comb sprayer.
How much?
Oh wait,
is this thing?
Caffini. Yeah.
$62,000 to buy. It's not too bad.
Team FSI modding.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was cool. I
can't imagine how much it takes to 3D model all of these things.
Yeah.
And there's such a huge community. Are you guys all just secretly mechanical engineers wanting to be out and about in the farm? Maybe that's actually the demographic. The 6-figure mechanical engineers.
Yep, there you go.
It's like, I want to get away from the machines.
Yep.
Get into a machine.
Yep, get into a machine.
Go farming.
And then we have the Big Bud. That's a modded version of the Big Bud. So that one's by someone versus the company. And then I'll quickly go over anything else we got in here. A couple new maps here and there. There's a couple maps that came out today that I need to do mod or map tours for.
Oh.
TLX 3500 series. That is a big deal truck. Yeah, big old truck. Came out by TLX or came out by 82 Studio. See, it's such a cool looking truck. You can modify however you want.
That truck, FC?
Oh, absolutely.
You want that
It's
one?
got a feed mixer on the back of that, so you can change the backs out.
Ooh.
That's got a sprayer, an orchard sprayer on it. That's super cool.
So it's just an everything truck. It's cool.
Flatbeds.
It's useful. It's like a monster truck. It's huge.
Yeah, that thing is huge. TLX 3500, everyone. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Is all stuff for this one?
Is there anything else?
Would
you load, computer? Load.
There
There it goes. And
is that it? We caught up.
yeah, these are the
got
maps
everything?
that I haven't gone over yet. That I'll.
Brambach and European countryside. Generic TM. That looks very European. I gotta say.
Yeah. There's my.
All right, we're done showing you people things.
Yep. That's enough.
That's enough. We're bad enough.
Bad enough.
Well, I'm super excited for all of that.
Yeah. Oh, we'll go back to showing you guys things again. I'm not done.
I'm excited for it for you people.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. They also FarmCon is July 21st to 24.
Okay.
They we don't know where it's at yet. They haven't announced that. And then we did get an announcement, the new DLC that I talked about last week.
Cabot.
It's a Kubota DLC.
Kubota.
Which
Kubota
is super
DLC?
cool. Yeah, Kubota DLC.
Oh, the mystery thing.
Yeah, the mystery thing. And then
So is that what people thought it was gonna be?
a lot of people did think it was gonna be that. So
And it was.
actually guessed, and it ended up being that.
Nice.
So I'm gonna pull up the article real quick just so you guys see the Kubota announcement. I have a video out on this, but we're getting all these new pieces of equipment. You have to pay for it. If you do want to purchase it and support the channel, it's not at any extra cost to you. But down below in the description, there's a link to purchase it. But it's very cool. Kubota is one of my favorite tractor brands in the real world. I just think they look cool.
They are.
Yeah.
They look cool.
So I'm excited about that. I'm super pumped. But yeah, so as far as like things go, we got the Antonio Carraro pack. This one's coming out June 28th, the Kubota pack. This is summer of 22. It says get things done more efficiently. That's just their hint for it. So we're hoping for that soon. Or more information on that soon. They'll probably announce that or that might actually get released around the time that FarmCon happens. And then in the fall, we get the first expansion, all new map, and a plethora of new machines. So plethora. But so I'm excited about that. And then on June 7th, I'm having my community spotlight with Giants. Make sure you guys tune in for that. Past that, that's basically all the farm sim stuff. A lot of farm sim stuff that I talked about just now, but yeah, a lot of farm sim stuff. We are at 54 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah. So what do we want to do? You should tell a story. I've been talking a long time.
Yeah.
You should tell a
We
story.
talked about a lot of farming sim stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So, picture yourself as a wee lad.
As a wee lad.
And you're in a family of farmers,
Okay.
which are essentially the world's most productive do-it-yourselfers.
Yep. Okay.
You know, and have probably a lot of farmers have the mentality, we're just going to do it ourselves, whatever it is, we're just going to do it ourselves.
Okay.
And then picture that you have many means to do many things. So like heavy equipment, a swath of young men that you have
at your disposal.
Yeah, that have been your son, that are your children. And you one day wake up and you think, that 30-foot tree, I think I'd like it over there instead.
Oh, not taking it down.
No.
You're going to move
transplant it.
You're going to... Oh, gosh.
So,
I'm already into this.
This is a regular occurrence.
Transplanting trees?
Yes, because it was me and my 3 older brothers. We were strong young men, tall, lengthy,
swashbuckling,
in need of a education in character building every day. So when there was no farm work to be done after my father and uncle and grandpa sold it, there was just tons of things that needed to be done. And my family, we live on some acres, where my parents do. And that was where I grew up. And my mom always had the dream, I want to plant a forest. I want to live in a forest. We live in the desert.
So forest can be tricky.
Yeah. But she did it. She planted her forest.
Perfect.
And there was no time to make any changes to the layout of it while the trees were still small because we were all doing farm work. When we finished farm work, the trees were all grown up, but my mother still desired that we would set the trees up where she wanted.
Oh boy.
And so it was a weird morning. My mom doesn't typically make us like really nice breakfast, but she had made us like the most delicious cinnamon rolls ever. And then she pops the question to me and my brother, is like, hey, that like that elm tree? Or I don't remember what it was.
It was a big tree.
Yeah. The one in the front yard? Do you guys want to move that to the backyard? And we're like, sure, I guess. I mean, we're 3 young men that don't have much going on this summer. And we're just like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And so we go out there with shovels.
Shovels?
Because we can't dig haphazardly with a front end loader or anything that heavy because we have to preserve the roots because this thing has to be living when we transplant it. So we go out there with shovels and we dig a massive hole between and around all of the roots.
How long did this take?
All day. I think into the next day as well.
Oh gosh.
So we dig the hole and then we had to dig the hole all the way around it and underneath it. And we didn't dig out all the roots, but we dug out enough where if we were to cut them off, there'd be enough stability for it to stand there, and also enough rootage to go and get water and all that stuff. So we do that. We cut it up, and then we dig the hole in the backyard where it's supposed to go, which is another massive hole. Another massive hole.
It's probably even bigger than the first one, so there ain't no tree in it.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And then we finish that. We pick it up with a giant forklift front end loader, whatever we had on the land. We go and we place it, and we start shoveling it in. And my mom comes out, and she looks at it, and she does the like fingers to the chin, kind of look, and like, I think I would actually like it further back to the farther right hand corner. Just like, Mom! Bless her heart. I love my mom, by the way. Just so you guys know. It's so funny because she's such a gentle person.
Yeah.
And so, but she has such big dreams in her plans. And so we're like, okay, Mom, we'll go and dig another hole and put it back there.
My final wish is to get that elm tree back there.
Yeah, so we're already a day and a half into this. We have to bury the hole that we made and the hole that we made beforehand.
Right.
Oh, gosh. And then we go and dig another hole. We put the tree in, and she's happy with that. We bury it. We water it. And this is like a 2-day process, and we're all sweaty and completely exhausted at this point. We water it. Everything's good. We did it. And then at that point, we had successfully transplanted a giant tree.
Right.
Which means that it's possible. Which means...
Oh, no.
Why couldn't we do it again?
Oh, no.
Say my mother.
Oh, my God.
And so that entire summer, we were digging up gigantic bushes and trees and just moving them around for my mom so that she could have her vision of the perfect backyard forest.
Oh, no.
And it's still something that me and my brothers talk about today. It's like, hey, remember that time that mom asked us to move that tree, and then that was just something we did?
You remember that time when mom asked us to move a bunch of forests? Oh, gosh. That sounds awful.
And it's just character building things like that, you know?
Yep.
You know? Oh, we've got a day off. Why don't we, you know, do physical labor? My entire childhood was characterized like that. It's like, what's a vacation? I don't know. It's where you go to somebody else's house and dig up something and do some hard labor.
Yeah, vacation is doing physical labor at someone else's house.
My extended family always says, I have a brother-in-law who's like, oh, looks like the wardens are here. Time to do something to the backyard. Time to do physical labor. Because we're never not working.
Oh, God.
It's just the way it is with farmers. But that's a little take on...
Gosh, that's hilarious.
Retired farmer life is wrought with just...
If only you had one of these guys.
Is there a machine that does this?
Yeah.
Oh. Massive tree transplanter. Whoa.
Yep. You need one of these. It literally digs the tree out, picks it up, and then you put it in a new hole. All you have to do is dig the new hole. See, look, it looks like this.
Why That's so...
Isn't that cool?
Amazing.
Yeah. It like comes around the tree.
How much does it cost to rent one of those?
For you guys that aren't seeing that, it's this, where do I want to hit this button right here? It's this thing right here. Like this thing, it moves the tree.
Gosh, don't send that to my mother. Because now all the men are gone, and my dad's somewhat elderly and old. And
so you're like, oh, you can use a machine to do it.
Yeah, now you can just buy this like $50,000 U-hauler.
Yeah,
it's like you don't send this stuff to my mom.
God, that's
she would
this thing is sweet.
Was that guy? What is that?
This one?
Holy smokes!
Yeah,
this is like somebody's full-time job.
Yeah.
Imagine being like the queen and being like, I don't like that tree there. It's like a 500-year-old elm.
Yeah. The workers are like, oh gosh.
All right.
Oh man.
The queen says with the queen.
The queen said, man, that made me think of that, and the whole time I was like, why didn't you guys get one of these?
I mean, my mother had already birthed 4 strong young men.
Yep.
So the work was done.
The work was done.
Why go out and rent something when you have shovels and strong boys?
Look at this one.
That is nuts.
Just a massive tree.
I can't believe that this has been such a need.
Yeah, they had to make this.
An industry was born out of somebody wanting to preserve a giant tree and move it somewhere else.
Gosh, yeah.
So there's more people like my mom.
Yep.
They're just like,
let's move that tree.
The tree's done all the work to grow. Why not? Why plant a new one? We can just move it. That is...
Oh, gosh.
Hilarious.
Well, I think that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That was a good ending right there.
Story time with tea.
That was a good ending. I like that.
Tree mover.
I like that. Well, yeah, guys. That is the end of our podcast for this week. That was a fantastic ending. Thank you guys for coming watching. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or download or follow or whatever you're going to do for everything. Do all the things.
That's
what I got. But yeah, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, that's where you got to come in.
Oh, Auntie.
See you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.